And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 2nd and 2, Lawrence. That is incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Third and 2, now Lawrence. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Breida. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Amari Cooper with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Now Eason a little upset, and he'll signal for a timeout.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On third down, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. Will Fuller back deep to return. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards on the return that time.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're like...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Well, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Robbie Anderson, 82 yards.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Lawrence.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Washington. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
And he'll go underneath here to Breida.
Touchdown! Matt Breida. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now this throw caught left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 30.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Lawrence to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Smith. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Steps away to his left.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A huge play there for Washington. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Check down to Breida.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Look at me. Sit down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Hey, Wahoo! Yes, yes!
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. He dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Hey, exit!
Now Lawrence. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On the ground with a tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They run again with Breida.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 110 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches get...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers flushed out right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
Fielded at about the 28.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any intercept. Oh, now Breida loses it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take and blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Hey, Haywood! Hey!
Now Lawrence.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
There he goes left side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, seam six.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st down, here's Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.